market for Siemens, but the stock has not taken this news very positively. So let's understand what this really means, the demerger, and what would the valuations look like as well. We have Amit Anwani, who is the research analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher, joining us now. The stock has come off around 6% from the highs. So whether it's positive or not is important to understand. Amit, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you help us understand this deal, and what would the impact of demerger of Siemens Energy business be on the overall stock price and generally the business?
Right, thanks for having me. So I think, see, first we have to understand how much Siemens Energy contributes to Siemens India. I think if I see SY22, Siemens Energy contributed roughly 33-35% to top line, and similar contribution on order inflow. And because of the better EBIT margins, the EBIT contribution was roughly about 40% to the numbers. Now, with the talks of Siemens AG ultimately looking to carve out Siemens Energy, which they did for the global entity, I think 2-3 years back, because of the administrative reasons, as we listened, this was postponed. So I think if I see Siemens India after the carve out of Siemens Energy, I think there will be some improvement with respect to working capital. Siemens Energy being, I think, a turnkey business, and before this news or basis the last PPT, I think Siemens included the products contribution of roughly 67% and turnkey of projects contribution of roughly upward of 30%. So I think this will streamline Siemens India business, which will be more product focused, working capital, which will be much better. And there could be some more value unlocking and valuation catch up with the closest peer comparable ABB with respect to Siemens India in the long term. And as we are hearing the basis this transaction, I think ultimately Siemens AG will consolidate their shareholding with on Siemens India to 69%. I think that all of this on a Siemens India X of Siemens Energy would have a positive impact with respect to valuations.
Okay, could have a positive impact. Just take us through, Amit, right now we do know that this demerger is being spoken about, and once that energy business is demerged, which is anyway the case globally, right? Siemens Energy is a separate entity, and then that Siemens Energy will look to perhaps get stake in the India Siemens Energy business. How do you look at that transaction as well? And, considering some of the issues with Siemens Energy, do you think this scheme is favorable in that context as well?
Right. So see, we have to understand the Siemens Energy business. I think broadly, if I see Siemens Energy portfolio in India, which includes the GIS substations, turbines business, and power transformer more than 750 MVA, which is largely turnkey business, and it makes a lot of sense to separate that business independently, as we saw the case with ABB also, I think 3-4 years back. Now, coming back to valuations, if we see, as I said, the large contribution in revenue order intake is roughly about 35%. So at the current market value of Siemens India, which is 1,25,000. So if I see, I think the Siemens Energy should be worth 40,000. And what we are understanding is the Siemens AG buying 18% back again, which will ultimately somewhat bail out Siemens Energy, the issues which are facing. Ultimately, I think there should be some share swap which can happen to ultimately have control on Siemens Energy India by Siemens Energy Global, because after selling 18%, they would be left with 6%, which should be worth about 6,500, 7,000. And Siemens Energy holds some stake in Siemens AG holds some stake in Siemens Energy Global. So I think to make this happen, to have a controlling stake in Siemens Energy by Siemens Global, there should be some share swap which can happen on a parent level.
Okay, so Amit, we can conclude as per your comments that this is a value accretive deal for the current Siemens shareholders. They do not have anything to worry about. Is that something that we can go with?
Yes, you're right. So I think, as I said, this demerger should actually unlock some more value independently on two businesses, which are slightly variable. As I said, the Siemens Energy is more of a turnkey business, dealing to the large projects, and the remainder of the business, smart infrastructure and motion, is more of a product business, and this ultimately should lead to valuation catch up with the remainder of the business on a relative basis.
Okay, very quickly, Amit, what is your call on the stock, the target that you're working with as well here?
So I think we have accumulate rating and target price of roughly about, just hold on. Yes, so target price of roughly about 4,900 odd.
Okay, all right. So target price on Siemens is around 4,900 from Prabhudas Lilladher. Amit, thank you so much for joining us. So it's a big target hike